start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Bucks trailed by 11. And when you think about the greatest players, Clark, in Bucks history, it comes down to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, I think that's where the list probably starts and ends. I mean, both of those guys led the Bucks to championship seasons and multiple MVP awards as well. But it's hard for me to say this, but maybe Giannis has a slight edge over Kareem. He's the all-time leader in points, rebounds, assists, and blocks for the Bucks.
Kicks it out to Prince. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. New York leading by 11. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Giannis Antetokounmpo is unlocking a new aspect of his game. He said, quote, "I never initiate my offense from the high post, but Doc told me that you can be very effective there. It's hard for people to show a crowd, and you're one step closer to the basket. I plan to stay there for the rest of my career." Kevin, back to you.
Clearly a new wrinkle. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. New York with the ball. This run now up to 13-2. So, Clark, let me ask you, what makes Karl Anthony Towns stand out as a perimeter big man?
Well, I think first and foremost, his shooting ability for a big guy is unique. I mean, he can shoot it with the best of three-point shooters and from deep. Not many big guys can do that. He can put it on the floor. He's an excellent free throw shooter. He can shoot shots off the dribble as a big guy. And he can go old school and play bully ball. So, I mean, you factor in that combination of toolkit, that's pretty impressive for a guy that's almost 7 feet tall.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for New York.
People say the mid-range shot is dying, but so far in this one, that has not been the case for this team.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Outside Porter. And again, the Bucks miss. The Knicks leading by 12. Inside. Out to Bridges. Good, and the assist goes to Towns.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Up their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
The shot by Turner, no good. And so it's New York with it. Robinson with it. Guarded now by Prince. And the rejection by Giannis. To the right side. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Pass to Rollins.
Watch him.
Back to Antetokounmpo. It's rebounded by New York.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Knicks lead by 15. And we'll be back in just a moment. And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. And the Knicks guys have been rolling right along here, haven't they?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
Anthony drives in on the wing. Green. And at the top of the key, Towns. Fades. And it's good for 2. Towns has got his second basket of the night. And Greg, you were a point guard. How has that position evolved over the years?
Well, if you think of how much more of the court that has to be covered in the style, you have to score more now to play the position. I think shooting becomes incredibly important. And then defensively, with all the switching, you've got to be able to hold up against size and play all over the floor.
Pass to Trent. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Connects from three-point range.
This is exactly what Trent Jr. is known for. Long-range sniping.
Here's Clarkson. Banked in off the glass. Clarkson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him. He just showed us why they need to respect his shot.
Towns is doubled. Back to Bridges. Some nice passing by New York here. Outside Anthony. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Towns with the steal. In the corner, it's Bridges. Here's Clarkson. It's hauled in by Trent. And so it's Trent with it. He brings it up for the Bucks. 15-point game. Their next game, playing at home, is the Nets coming to town. That game is the first and last of their homestand. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. The Knicks leading by 12. And this has got to be, Clark, one of the best offenses in Knicks franchise history.
Yeah, you look at the two-man game between Brunson and Town, Kevin, and it's virtually unstoppable. And they've got the defenders to hold up at the other end as well. This is a rock-solid crew.
The three. It's good. With that basket, he's now 5 for 9.
When your mechanics are as strong as Brunson's, there's nothing to think about. Just shoot the ball.
Anthony with it. He's picked up by Anunoby. Here's Trent. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of.
Brunson outside. There's a screen by Robinson. This one for 3. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Nice shot by Portis.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Second round pick back in 2018. Stardom wasn't expected for Jalen Brunson, but he's always been a winner.
You look at his physical attributes, nothing jumps out at you, but it's all between the ears with him. The skill, the footwork, the vision, that's what makes him elite.
The 19-foot shot. Bridges misses.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Defensively, you've got to apply more pressure to a shooter of his caliber.
Pass to Hart. Back to Brunson. Hart outside. And that one goes out of bounds. That's touched by Porter.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Brunson goes in. 3 on the clock. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Let's a floater go. The shot by Rollins, no good. New York leading by 14. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Well, this Knicks team has grit. Jalen Brunson said, quote, no matter what the situation is, we are going to attack it. No matter who's in front of us, we are going to grind. Back to you.
No quit. All right, Allie, we thank you very much.
Excellent toughness on the defensive end, and that's what Prince does. He's got size, and he's got the will to defend at a high level.
From deep, Brunson. Rebounded by the Bucks. 43 seconds left now here in the second. Outside Turner. Back to Antetokounmpo. And stolen by Hart. Pass to Anunoby. Takes it inside. Kept alive. Hart, wide open. He fired. A three-pointer is right on target. Hart's got 5 points so far. No one near Turner as he lets it go. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Unable to get that one. Jalen Brunson has been on display for New York. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And we'll be back with you shortly. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Bucks trailed by 19. Here's Rollins to the middle. Antetokounmpo. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. The great Giannis Antetokounmpo, Clark, winning that 2021 title felt like the final hurdle for him.
Yeah, I think it was a capstone achievement. It was the one thing he hadn't done. I mean, he won back-to-back MVPs in his mid-20s. He was already a Defensive Player of the Year award winner, too. The Larry O'Brien Trophy was the last piece in the puzzle of a future Hall of Famer.
To the inside. Stolen by Brunson. Here's Anunoby. Into the lane. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. Bucks trail by 18. Here's Rollins. He puts up decent numbers on a nightly basis, averaging about 10 points a game. A shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. Can't cash in from the high post. Back to Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
Leaving no doubt on that one. The explosiveness of Towns, really powerful.
Here's Rollins. Drills it from outside. Rollins got 6.
Defensive mix-up for sure right there. Somehow he was left open.
And here's Brunson outside. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not-so-unlucky 13 shots. Takes it out to Prince. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. New York leading by 20. Pass to Hakordi. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And so it's Milwaukee now. Prince outside from past the arc. Good on the triple. He's got 5.
You know, when he was coming out of college, this is exactly what scouts thought Prince would be. A strong 3-and-D wing who plays with a lot of effort.
And here's Brunson. It's Hart on the wing. Shot clock at 5. No good from outside.
Well, he won't miss many of those. Not when he gets a good look like that.
Outside Turner. Here's Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Boy, extra effort by Giannis, the multi-time MVP. He's just built a little differently.
Hart outside. the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
Giannis, what rim protection from him, using that endless length.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Well, he's a really good shooter. Got a good look from medium range, and I think they'll go back to that.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And some changes here for the Bucks.
Let's hear it for your Knicks. 7-pack squad.
On defense, the Bucks. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points.
This shot's just, it's not there right now. With this team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
A nice mix and blend of speed and control on the drive. Anthony gets right where he wants to be.
Now McBride. Count that one. And the Knicks lead by 15. And G.A., you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning a championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations. So many great veterans to learn from and a Hall of Fame coach. The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
The Knicks leading by 15. And that's a foul. It's called on Cole Anthony. That's foul number 2 for him. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Pulls it from the elbow. It's a big high bounce and goes in. Brunson's got 21.
Brunson getting loose. He's calling his own number to great effect in this one.
And it's the Knicks with the ball. We're playing host to Toronto for the next one. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
New York moving it around. Back to Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Out to Kuzma. Pass to Trent. And they get it. And he's good on the 3-ball. Trent's got 11 points. Brunson, that's a 2-pointer. And the shot no good, a bit short. And so it's New York with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has that. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. The Knicks leading by 18. Here's Kolek. 3-pointer. Rollins grabs the board. Ghana's with it. And it's Clarkson picking him up. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact. So a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a 3-point play. And the free throw, no good.
A multiple-time MVP. You know, what's really scary is that Giannis feels like He can keep getting better, and more importantly, he does the work to get better.
Bucks trail by 16. Here's Giannis. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
And that trip coming up empty, missing both.
He is creeping up in those all-time conversations. Giannis has won regular season and Finals MVP plus Defensive Player of the Year. Quite the resume, and he is not done for a while, folks.
And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for New York. 16-point lead. Brunson, that's a 2-pointer. Good, he hits the jump shot. Brunson's got 23.
That polished jump shot of Brunson's is really a key part of why he's so effective as an offensive player.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
Here's Brunson. It's hauled in by Giannis. Bucks trail by 15. Left side Prince. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
It'll be a jump ball.
Clarkson looking for an opening. Anunoby, good. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Knicks.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
You know, we've got to talk about how they've continued to force turnovers and turn those turnovers into points. They came out aggressive, and they've not let up.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate.
Yeah, exactly. It sure is. Plenty of second opportunities. 8 of their last 10 points from the paint, but the defense still continues to back away and not show any aggression.
And stolen by Hart. Back to Anunoby. On deep, Brunson. The rebound by Turner.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And that one's good by Giannis.
After a quiet first half, he's really turned it on.
And Mike Brown decides to call timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. And a new group in for the Knicks. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here.
First team foul. Now,
The Knicks leading by 17. Porter with the steal. And there's the foul. It's on Towns. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And the next one puts them in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
Knocks down the three.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Here's Robinson. Puts it up from 7. That one drops.
You rarely, actually never see Robinson take a jumper. Mitchell wants to get that ball near the bucket.
Green outside. And there's the three.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
You know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
From deep. 3. Good.
But we come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long.
That was a strong toe.
Anthony going up top. Don't let his size fool you, folks. Cole's got some hops.
Now Robinson. It's deflected. And Can't get the three. It's Trent on the wing. No good from three. The Knicks leading by 14. Towns fires. And he hits from 17.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Knicks.
Great, generous ball movement tonight. A thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort. They got everyone involved.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
The stats tell us that the winner of the first game is a big favorite to come out on top in the overall series.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Karl Anthony Towns.
You have to love the way that he was closing out on defensive trips. He would always body up, and it's why he ended with so many boards.
That's from Cole Anthony.
Brunson with it. Rebounded by Anthony. And Anthony's got the ball here for the Milwaukee Bucks. Down by 12. The three goes down. They're in good position here to ride it out.
Well, certainly, if they just play smart, this game's over.
Stopping Brunson clean is really a challenging endeavor. I mean, he's clever, he's agile, and he is physical and assertive, too.
And both free throws good for Brunson.
This fella knows how to finish a game off. There was no question about those free throws.
Now Green. Now Trent. 6 on the shot clock. So no problem for New York as they get the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like
God damn. The fuck? What type of team is this? For who? Then, nah, I need a defensive player. I need a defensive player. I'm good off that. Then we talking. Then we talking. Bet that. Bet that.
I'm Brian Anderson, and with me tonight, Grant Hill and Tim Legler. And down on the sidelines is Allie LaForce. Here we go. And so off the tip, it's Boston. Here's SGA. From outside the arc. It's hauled in by Portis. And Tim, some have said that the hardcore Heat culture doesn't work in today's league.
Well, there certainly is a different mindset in the modern player. And the Heat organization was always known for working players the hardest. But now they have to ease back, but still be tougher than most.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla. He had been watching highlights with the coaching staff, and they noticed LaMelo likes to pass from obscure angles. Coach told his team, you just can't relax out there. I want you looking for cutters everywhere. We'll see how prepared they are tonight. Back to you guys.
As always, Allie, we thank you. We know things can get heated between these two, Grant. No love lost in this matchup.
And that competitive fire, it grows when you're in the same conference. You get to see each other so often. You know, B.A., I think we're in for some good theater in this one.
Well, that's just too easy for Shea. If he gets that close to the rim, there's no chance.
To the inside. And that one's good. Williamson.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
And we knew coming into this game, we expected him to be very involved early.
Brown with a screen to the paint. And Brown with the stuff.
This guy has crazy hops. Brown levitates over the floor.
Williamson left side. Gata pulls it in. Brown looking around. Pass to Buzelis. Excellent D there from Hero.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Ball with it. Now guarded by Brown. And Williamson throws it down.
What a dunk by Williamson, putting on a show for these fans.
Up top, SGA. Down low. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 points.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
And stolen by Brown. They've got numbers. Lets the three fly. Gilgeous-Alexander no good. Miami trailing. And here's Hero. Here's Williamson. It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown.
Trying to show off for the fans and give them their money's worth, just couldn't finish.
Tim, you look at Zion's play. Steady growth as a passer.
Well, he has more than doubled his rate of assists since his rookie year, while while keeping his turnover numbers pretty stable. Brian, that makes him even more lethal offensively.
Here's Buzelis. Miami making their last shot. Stolen by Wiggins. To the middle. Brown with the steal. It's a one-on-one situation. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Again, the miss by Boston.
It's been that kind of quarter for him. The shot has just been unreliable.
Hero on the wing. Back to ball. And he's going for the oop here. Hammers the lob through.
Well, just throw it up there anywhere, and Wiggins will go get it.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Again, the miss by Boston.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss. But that's a look you rarely see him miss.
Miami grabs the miss.
Well, I think at this point the whole team is pressing, but he certainly looks frustrated.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They trail by 3. Excellent D there from Hero. "50 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Buzelis. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
You're putting it on the deck. Wow. Buzelis is just dangerous on the move.
Ball. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
SGA can't get it to go.
Well, if you take low percentage shots, you are going to have difficulty making them.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And they're pushing it up. Here's Buzelis. It's hauled in by Portis. And Andrew Wiggins gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Here's SGA. Zion Williamson has been on display for the Heat. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. Time for a quick break, then back to the... And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Heat.
They've been really going at the defense in the painted area, and so far the opposition really hasn't had an answer for them.
Well, from the start, they've been making quality passes offensively, and that is reflected in their assist number.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks a lot. The Miami Heat said Coach Eric Spoelstra talked about their approach, and he said, you got to try to take control of the game, set the tone, and play consistently throughout. Everybody's trying to do the same thing. It's who can impose their will longer than the other team. Guys, back to you.
He knows his stuff. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. Off the inbound pass.
This small advantage is starting to snowball.
And one thing about this league we know, momentum can change in an instant.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Brown with the block.
And that's all about anticipation. Jaylen Brown, high IQ defensively. You hate to pile on, but his poor shooting night has really hurt the team.
There's Ball with a 3. Oh, Ball so dangerous from the perimeter.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now, just trying to close it out.
And SGA throws it down.
Wow, what determination. Gilgeous-Alexander fighting through contact for the and one.
This will be his second trip to the free throw line in this one. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has made the move from star to superstar, Grant.
Well, no question, B.A. He's been a superstar for quite a few seasons now, but he's not satisfied and just continues to elevate his game year after year. Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Here's Ball. Call in the paint.
And a big reason they have this lead is the way he's shooting the ball.
SGA deciding where to go with it. This one for three. Rebound Miami.
Well, I love the confidence. Keep shooting it. Eventually, he's got to start making some, right?
And that one's good.
Good maneuver to get inside. Clarkson is sneaky.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Celtics trail by 11. Pritchard from deep three-point land. And off there, he misses his first shot of the night.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Count that bucket.
A true playmaker. When Ball isn't creating for himself, he's creating for others.
It's Watson on the wing. From deep. Sends it home from three-point land. Watson's got his first 3 points of the game.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
And Ball gets it to go.
The shots are falling, and he is making it look easy.
Now Pritchard launches it from deep. Clarkson grabs a miss. Here's Ball. LaMelo Ball with the stuff.
I like how aggressive LaMelo has been tonight. I mean, just looking for his shot consistently.
Knocks down the triple.
And we're playing about as much defense as they did there. Not nearly enough.
Here's Ball. And Ball throws it down.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Good on the bucket.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
And so it's Pritchard who brings up the ball for Boston. A 12-point game. And there's the call on LaMelo Ball. That's his first foul of the game. And when it comes to taking an offense out of its rhythm, what are some of the primary methods, Grant?
Well, B.A., you have to disrupt their flow. That can come from steals, deflections, block shots, even change shots. Anything that makes them feel uncomfortable.
Clarkson outside. No good with the triple. Here are the Celtics with the ball. Boston shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. That's good from Pritchard. Well, officials have never been under greater scrutiny, so development is key, Grant. And I read now they have a training app refs can use on their phones.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen the players leveraging electronics to train smarter, and it's great to see the officials making use of technology as well.
Hero for three. Boston pulls it in. Now here's Watson. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Boston shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Getting themselves to the line this quarter is a good way to get their offense rolling.
Heat leading by 6. Hero right side. That one goes. Count it.
Soft touch on the teardrop. Hero is such an unpredictable player on offense.
It's Watson on the wing. Pass to Gonzalez. Shot clock at 6. And Pritchard, here we go. Got a hand on it. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Back to Hero. Let's go with a 3. The shot, no good. Celtics trail by 8. Here's Gonzalez. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. And so it's the Miami Heat up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. And more NBA action on 2K Sports.
You said what?
Coming your way right after this.
Nah.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books. One half to go. Heat leading by 8. Here's the pick. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
Here's SGA. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 9 points.
And that's Shea's favorite spot on the floor. His mid-range game is automatic.
The drive by Shea. Banked it in off the glass.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, getting a high percentage look right out of the locker room.
Zion rises up and throws it down.
A little bit of showmanship on that dunk from Williamson.
Well, Grant, how do you slow down Zion Williamson?
I'm glad I didn't have to, B.A. Obviously, you've got to play him for the drive and keep him in front of you. And when he gets anywhere near the paint, you have to bring the help.
Back to Hero. Pass to Wiggins. Oh, Wiggins! Bullseye with the 3.
And that's a good shot for Wiggins. I mean, he can be deadly from the corner.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. That doesn't go either for SGA.
Well, after nailing the first 3 out of the break, you can give him a pass for not making that one as well.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, Tyler Hero wants to be the complete package. He said, quote, "I'm not thinking score, score, score. It's more about finding different ways to impact the game, knowing I don't have to force the issue. When I'm taking efficient shots and making the right passes, that makes us a dangerous team." Brian?
He's finding that balance. Okay, Allie, good stuff. SGA with it. 13 points in the game. Just 5 to shoot. Ooh, Brown inside. Hey, he's more than just a shooter.
On fire to start the second half. 4-5 from the field.
Buries it from 3. And now just a 4-point Heat lead.
A quality three-point shooter, Brown stretches your defense, making Jalen that much harder to guard.
All no good.
Well, that was a great challenge at the rim and a difficult adjustment to make.
Here's Brown. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Hero on the wing. Fires for 3. And again, no good by Miami. And here's SGA. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Trailing by 2. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good. Here's Wiggins. Going inside. The kick out to Ball. Another shot. Back to Portis. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to go on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Tim, you graduated with an MBA from an elite business school. How has that impacted how you look at the NBA?
Well, it certainly gives you a look at how the business side of things are impacted in the NBA and a real grasp of the numbers. And man, oh man, are those numbers big at this level.
And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. And down it goes. 2 points. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 8 here in this quarter. Ball left side. From behind the arc. Good D by SGA. Celtics trail by 3. For the tie. It's hauled in by Portis.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
There's a minute 59 left in the third. Pass to Hero. From downtown. Yes, sir. And it's Ball with the assist that time. Hero's got 9 points.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Here's Brown. Rebound Miami. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Now Ball. Back to Hero. And it's blocked. He got it. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
What a performance for Beyond the Arc in this game. They stuck to their guns, and it's paid off all game.
And the relentless pace has really taken a toll on the opposition.
Pritchard from outside. No good on the shot.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Back to Clarkson. Brown with some nice D. Celtics trail by 5. Pass to Buzelis. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
And at 6'10", Buzelis is becoming a very difficult cover for defenses, especially when he's aggressive in trying to score.
The Heat making a switch here. And the second free throw is good. Heat leading by 4. Marshall outside. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
You gotta love his unselfishness, and you know his coach does as well.
His willingness to share the ball elevates this offense.
Cada. Rebounded by Marshall. And that's an intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
Yeah, they needed to call one there. They're forcing the issue, and it's leading to ugly turnovers.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy.
And things are always changing throughout a game. Teams have to adjust on the fly.
Yeah, it gives you a chance right here to reset, get everybody back on the same page so you can execute.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
Yeah, they need to talk over their shot selection right now. Just not good enough.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Miami making a switch here. And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. So it's Miami now. Pass to Lopez. Oh, he picked him clean. There's the steal. Tipped. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third. Both teams putting up some points. Heat out in front.
52.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest. This fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Into the lane. And it's good for two. SGA's got 11 points here in the second half.
There are few players in this league who attack with that kind of skill and tenacity that SGA possesses.
3 points.
Looking to find the rhythm he had in the first half. That's now his 4th three-pointer of the game.
Lets it fly. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. SGA's got 20 points.
Well, that's why SGA has proven he's one of the most natural scorers in this league.
Clarkson, right side. And the Heat, another three.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm. His first three of the game, maybe that gets him going from out there.
Here's Ball. Oh, he nails it. 10 for 14 after that one.
Yeah, he just finds a way. All determined to get that bucket.
Here's SGA. SGA explodes to the rim.
Incredible. It sometimes falls to the point guard to be the offensive catalyst.
Seems like he always knows when his squad needs a lift.
It was an aggressive move that could change momentum.
LaMelo on the attack. He can do damage from anywhere, but they love to see him get to the rim.
Here's Watson. Hits the trifecta.
They finally found their shooting touch after a rough first half.
Here's Ball. Here's Lopez. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Buzelis. Shot clock at 5. Can't hit that one.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
Since halftime, either they've gotten sloppier or the defense has turned up.
Celtics trail by 6. And here's SGA outside. And again, Boston with the triple.
And he is doing everything he can to keep his team in it, trying to lift his teammates up.
The 3 from Ball. Fires in the triple. Ball's got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
And that's his second 3 of the half and his 5th overall, really lighting it up.
SGA, what a finish.
As cold as he was in the first half, he's done a great job regrouping and turning things around after the break.
Don't blink. Ball will blow your doors off.
And here's SGA. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They trail by 6.
Oh, man. Massive points from Buzelis. Yes.
Ball outside. Returning fire. Melo drains the 3-ball.
And just a painful blow right there. I mean, I ain't believe they give up a big triple.
So it's both teams making substitutions here.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Now Brown. Puts up the tray. White outside. Another shot. Nice. That one's good.
Oh, assertive play there by Brown. Rising to the challenge of the moment.
Ball into the lane. He got it.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Yeah, with each bucket, he denies any thought of a comeback.
Booyah! He sinks the triple.
And this team is counting on SGA in these exact situations. He is the man in their key offensive moments.
The shot is money.
Oh, clutch points from Ball. You can't forget he's 6'7", and that really helps him get shots off when it matters the most.
He gets the first, and that increases the lead to 6. He's off on the free throw, unable to get the second one to drop. Boston on offense. Morris there for the rebound.
Yeah, I think he forced that a little bit there. Should have tried for a higher percentage look from the 3.
Here's Ball. No problem from 14.
Yeah, terrific work from the mid-range. Ball has an impressive feel when to take these shots.
There's a screen. Outside, Brown. Ball there for the rebound. Beyond the arc. That's off. 40 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. White outside. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA using the length inside.
Well, he is just a flat-out winner. There is no moment too big for SGA.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he hits both free throws here, and it's an 8-point ball game. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
And they have to know that any hope of a comeback is gone.
Yeah, I think it's time to wave the white flag.
They can simply hold on to the ball here.
No question, BA. They deserve the win.
Celtics foul. Nias Queta. Second.
So the first one drops, and that'll put him up by 9. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Yeah, analytics aside, players making important free throws is always valued by their teams.
Out of bounds. It'll be Miami's ball.
Miami.
Yeah, mistakes like that have been the story of the game. They lack cohesion offensively.
Buries it! So it's the Heat winning this one. Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. I'm Brian Anderson with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill. Allie LaForce will be reporting from the sidelines.
Here we go. In this league, you have to stay active at both ends of the floor. I thought their lackluster defense was the difference in the game.
Yeah, poor communication at the defensive end. Many of the rotations were late.
And you think back, not many point guards have combined the vision with the frame of LaMelo Ball.
I mean, he's 6'7" or even taller. You think about it, it's just a short list. You think of Luka Doncic, Penny Hardaway, Magic Johnson. That combination of size and court awareness is hard to stop. And that's a promising shot for Buzelis.
And there's the whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul.
Well, that's a very early foul for him. Needs to be more careful and not pick up a second one this quarter.
Now here's Ball. Inside. Williamson.
Yeah, and that's about as natural as breathing to him. Zion lives above the rim.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Well, I'm not sure what he was thinking there, but he drained it.
There's Ball with a three. It's hauled in by White. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, Eric Spoelstra had a few moments to share with me. He said Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is going to be their main focus at the defensive end, and as he put it, Shai's a riddle because he can light it up from outside, he has the speed to get to the hoop, and he knows how to draw the fouls too. Coach hopes that they stay disciplined and they can keep SGA off the line. Guys, back to you.
And Allie, thanks.
Yeah, inside Ball has to rely on his agility. That's how he finds his way to close-range looks.
Hero outside. And there's the drive. Tipped. Pass to Buzelis. From outside the arc. Drains the triple. Buzelis has got 6.
And the coaching staff has to be happy with how they've shot the ball here early on.
And he's going for the oop here. And Williamson throws it down.
That's a high percentage play. Zion is a dangerous lob.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Boston scoring again.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Boston leading by 6. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has made the move from star to superstar, Grant.
Well, no question, B.A. He's been a superstar for quite a few seasons now, but he's not satisfied and just continues to elevate his game year after year.
This one for 3. And it's LaMelo Ball with a 3. He's got 5.
Fearless from beyond the arc, LaMelo has unlimited range and tremendous confidence.
And SGA throws it down.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
And Andrew Wiggins is a great sidekick, Stan. He can also be a leading man at times.
Well, you know, B.A., a wing with his size and knack for scoring will always be welcome. And with the way he's improved his defense, you have a solid two-way player.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
And the call will be against Derek White. That's his first foul of the game. Ball outside. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. Hero for three.
And you see that in building their lead, they've done an impressive job on the defensive glass.
And here's Brown for three. First shot won't go. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up to the Miami Heat. Trailing by 5. Puts up a deep three. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Sometimes when you watch him play, Lopez is like a vacuum down there under the bucket.
And SGA gets it to go.
Well, he's been very reliable tonight. Not wasting any chances, really using his head.
Hero on the wing. Gets the three to fall.
Yeah, no time needed for Hero. He's always ready to fire.
Banked it in off the glass.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Heat trail by 4. Ball taking his time here. Williamson with the bucket. Williamson's got 6.
Well, there's nothing you can do when Zion is at the rim like that. Impossible to move him.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Ball with the rebound. Here's Williamson. And they're unable to get the tying bucket there. Brown inside. The kick out to White. Back to Brown. Shot clock at 6. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. Three-pointer. Buzelis. He can't hit that time.
Muscling down that rebound. Big man playing big.
And so, lots of scoring in a competitive first quarter. Boston out in front, up by 2. And will be back right after this. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And for Boston guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
They are looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
Yeah, and that's helped them get the lead. But we'll have to see if they can sustain this offensive output.
Pass to Gonzalez. Shot from the low post is good. Well, most NBA teams run their offense through their star player. But, Grant, that can leave the team vulnerable when that player has an off night.
You know, in a strange way, it's almost better if your star is out of the game. I know that sounds weird, but those complementary players get increased opportunities and are emboldened to do more.
Ball outside. The kick out to Wiggins. And they double up Ball. Hero for 3. Garza grabs the board. Celtics lead by 6. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking. He was all over that pass. That's a cautionary tale.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
Here's Watson, and it's blocked. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, a bit of youth movement for the Miami Heat. Their rising star guard, Tyler Hero, said, "We've got a bunch of young guys who can come in and put in the work, and that's what I'm all about." This is an organization that values that, and it's important that we all have the same vision as the young guys start to grow up. Back to you, B.A.
Okay, thanks for the report, Allie.
Hey, if you leave a great shooter open, you deserve to get one.
There's no question. Peyton Pritchard has one of the best value contracts in the league.
Sure does, B.A. He's on a 4-year, $30 million deal signed back in 2023. He's a tireless worker, a talented scorer, playmaker, and, of course, outside shooter.
And he commits the intentional foul. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. It's Anderson on the wing. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. Anderson's got his first points of the night.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. Yeah, that's why they continue to get attacked. Now shooting the three ball at almost 60%. They've been blazing this second quarter.
To the paint. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
And a sweet dime. Ball has the playmaker's instinct.
Up top, Pritchard. 5 points in the game. Will stand. Joe Mazzulla is a young head coach taking over on the Celtics bench in 2022.
Well, B.A., he's got a rare intensity about it. Certainly not afraid to think outside the box, and obviously the results speak for themselves.
And so Hero will bring it up for Miami. 7-point differential. It'll be the front end of a 2-game road trip. Clarkson, left side. Buries it from 3. Clarkson's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game.
Yeah, he's a decent threat from deep, and when Clarkson is on from there, it opens up everything else for him.
And Pritchard, here we go. And it's rejected. Hero for 3. The shot won't fall.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
Out of bounds. It'll be Heat ball. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Well, you see the flashy handles from Hero. He's not afraid to take chances on offense.
They set the pick. Here's Watson. Not enough on that one as it misses. Miami trailing. Pass to Anderson. Back to Hero. Knocks down the long J. Hero's got 8 points.
I just love the ball.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
So both teams changing it up here. Outside White. Here's Brown. Brown cashes in. A terrific finisher inside.
And look, Brown is good at capitalizing inside, which is why the defense has to push him further away.
Clarkson outside. They set the pick. 6 to shoot. And he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. The 3 is up. Gilgeous-Alexander drills a 3.
Ooh, they've been on fire from deep this quarter. Their percentage has been rising and rising.
And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Knew exactly where his teammate would be. That's a product of good chemistry.
54 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Driving inside. He got a piece of it.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon. And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. The 3, pure from 3-point range. He's got 5.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty. Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
The 3-ball. Again, SGA can't get it to go. Got it up. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Heat out in front, leading by a point. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. And still to this day, Jordan Clarkson can give you instant offense, Coach.
Well, Brian, he's excellent off the bounce, slashing into the lane. He's added the three-point shot. He can fill it up in a hurry, normally off the bench.
Here's Williamson. Zion inside. Man, he's just built for that.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Tipped. SGA looking around. Pass to Buzelis. White for 3. Three-pointer goes up. Three-pointer goes down for White.
Yeah, very hot start out of halftime. Making their first 3 shots, getting the looks that they want, and knocking them down.
Hero right side. From deep. Nails it from beyond the arc. Hero's got 11.
Well, there's the answer from Hero. One of the best from three-point range in the league.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. No good with a layup.
Well, after 3 straight makes, that's their first miss of the half.
It's Wiggins on the wing. Lets it fly. The rebound, Celtics. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. They'll face the Jazz after this game. That'll be at home. That game starts a nice 5-game homestand for them. Three-pointer, Buzelis. Good. And Brown gets the assist. He's got 9.
And he doesn't waste any time at all. Buzelis got the ball and just attacked right away. A nice start to the third. 3 out of 4 and looking good doing it.
Here's Brown. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Brown's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And that's good decision-making by Brown in the pick and roll. He'll make the right read more often than not.
And Boston pushing it up now. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. And the Celtics another 3.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. Well, Zion Williamson is one of the most gifted athletes this game has ever seen, but now he's taken his commitment to conditioning to another level. He said, I definitely see the difference. I'm feeling like I don't exert as much energy to get to a certain speed. My movements are swifter. PA?
A scary thought. Okay, thanks for the report, Allie. Here's the 3. Brown can't hit. Heat trail by 7. Ball outside. Oh, muscling it home, LaMelo.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Outside White. Here's Brown. And Hero grabs the board. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Miami. Pass to Wiggins. Hero for three. Watson with a rebound. Boston leading by 5. Here's White. Oh, how about White? Gets all the way to the cup. Nice.
Cunning drive by White. He saw a hole and took advantage.
Here's Williamson. And Williamson throws it down.
Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
A nice shot by Watson.
You know, Derek White is what you call a combo guard. He can play on or off the ball. There we saw his passing ability.
Kicks it to Hero. Knocks down the triple. Hero's got 14.
Well, after dropping in 2 triples in the first half, he's now matched that mark here in the second half, and I wouldn't be surprised to see more of it.
Here comes Zion. Watson with it. He's picked up by Williamson. Outside, Brown. And for some reason, he decided... a foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
First team foul.
There's 57 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. And here's Brown for 3. And he scores it. Now 5 of 9 from the field.
Hey, whatever coach told him during the break is beginning to pay off.
Here's Ball. Shots blocked. Now here's Brown. 11 points in the game. Pass to Gonzalez. Excellent D there from Wiggins.
You challenge a player on a layup, that's what you want. Getting a stop without a foul. The defense wins that battle.
Here's Gonzalez. The kick out to White. Stolen by Hero. And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Well, he's been off the mark, and it's impacting his team's ability to put points on the board. He needs to reset his approach.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys.
Make some noise once again for your Miami Heat dancers.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. You have to like what we're seeing from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, as a coach, you have to make adjustments to put a stop to all the damage he's doing. The way they defended him is not cutting.
And so it's the Boston Celtics closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Just pounding the painted air.
Celtics, 62.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. Heat trail by 7. Kicks it out to Clarkson. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, looking for that point-blank opportunity. Clarkson wanted the highest percentage shot possible.
And Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Great job drawing the foul, and almost converted the shot as well.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the three.
And they've also been in the zone with the mid-range jumper. The defense has given them space, and they haven't hesitated to rise and fire.
Here's Clarkson. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Portis down low. And then Portis with the dunk.
Plenty of power behind that move from Portis. He likes hammering it down with as much authority as possible.
And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander. This is the very definition of a back-and-forth contest.
Yes, neither side taking its foot off the gas. I'm expecting a spectacular finish.
Well, that's Clarkson's game, taking you off the dribble.
Here's Buzelis. Outside Watson. Five to shoot. Tries yet again. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
The shot that time not on target. Fourth quarter play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. The long distance three is buried. SGA's got 5 points now this quarter. Pass to Clarkson. Fires the three. He buries it from three.
Showing that competitive spirit, Clarkson really wanted to get them right back.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That one a little long.
I don't know what happened there. About as easy an attempt as you could possibly ask.
And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. Both teams will make substitutions. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Eric Spoelstra said to the team. He likes the way they're finishing inside. Coach said when we get close, we are golden. They can't stop us in there. Let's keep pounding it as long as we can.
Thanks for that, Allie.
Oh, clutch points from Ball. You can't forget he's 6'7", and that really helps him get shots off when it matters the most.
Well, coming out of the half, he's been much more aggressive, helping them space the floor.
Ball hits despite the contact.
Yeah, he just finds a way. Ball determined to get that bucket.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
That's good from SGA.
The skills of SGA, they're so unique. His ball handling, shooting, length. Not a lot of guys like Shea in the league.
Well, this is what he does. When you need him to come through, he answers the call.
And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. You can't make it that obvious.
Here's SGA. Oh, he jammed it.
Oh, obviously Gilgeous-Alexander has the will to win. What a relentless effort.
Ball. Going inside. Count it.
This continues to be a battle. The lead is within reach.
Yeah, this is definitely a close one. Let's see if they have enough in the tank to take the lead here.
Defenders just clearing out, and Gilgeous-Alexander came in with a purpose.
Oh, love to see ball attack inside.
Zero rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
Yeah, there's no excuse for giving that up. That's the absolute last thing.
Gilgeous-Alexander is just that good, finishing the play through the foul. And there's the cherry on top. Excellent trip up the floor to build out this lead.
Ball fired. Misses the three.
Well, I've been here before. You're looking to get back in the game, but desperation threes are not the way to do it.
Heat trail by 6.
You know, I think it's desperation time for them.
It's not going to be easy now. They're going to need just about everything to go right from this point on.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go.
Have to respect the tenacity. Gilgeous-Alexander isn't afraid of going straight at the defense on the drive.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he drops them both, and it's an 8-point ball game. And Ball will bring it up here for Miami. .34 seconds left to play in the fourth. Oh, missed on the tray. And they're so close to putting this game away.
Yeah, B.A., you don't have to do anything crazy. Just run the clock and don't turn it over.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go. And he's able to hit the second one. And that'll put him up by 9.
He did enough to put this one away. Just a hard-fought battle.
LaMelo! Brown pulls down the board. Shoots a 3. Yes, sir! The finish with the jam. So we see Boston get the win here. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.